that 5 minutes before I shall praise the Lord is already finished. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Just very quickly, most of the challenges and problems the people in diaspora have is usually how to save money, especially back home. And most of the time, we spend so much amount of money trying to make ourselves so comfortable here abroad and forget that we'll get back home. Or we try to make others much more comfortable even without thinking then what next. So, until we begin to realize that, yes, I am here as a foreigner, as a worker, I need to do everything I can to also leave something back home where I'm coming from. Now, how do I do that? Let me take, for example, now you're working. See if it is possible just to have a 1-year plan. And that 1-year plan just means if you are able just to take out, say, 850 real from whatever you are earning and say, look, this money I will not touch it, keep it. At the end of the year, you should be able to have at least 10,000 real. Now, what do we go with that? Now, a lot of people may say, okay, this 10,000 real, I mean, for those who are Nigerians, if you press the calculator, you already have 3.5 million. Now, what do I do? If you put it in the bank, depending on the bank, you may have like a 5.5% interest per annum. How much does it come to? So, which means at the end of the year, maybe you only get, say, less than 350,000 to that amount. Then if you say, oh, I want to build a house, currently now that 3.5 million may not even be able to build you a self-contained. Let's assume, yes, you already have the land, you build the self-contained. And very good, you rent for 500,000, it takes you 7 years to get back your money. Just to get back your money. At the end of 7 years, for sure, one hinge is shaking, one door is shaking, one glass is broken. You spend another 500,000 or more to fix it. You did not cover your money yet after 7 years. After 7 years. Now, we've gone and checked and seen that that same 3.5 million now, let's say you now go to your village. A little interior, you may be surprised that you may buy between 5 or 10 plots of land, that's the same amount of money, if not more. Because the inner you go, the less cheaper you go. Because now I'm waiting 7 years to get my money, right? So the same thing, I will go to an area that may take 7 years to develop. In that case, it means that it may be much more cheaper. You maybe see for 100,000, for 200,000. If you apply that money, you'll be surprised you already have 20 plots of land. Now, studies have shown that the only thing that does not depreciate is land. And look at the secret. Why? Because population is always growing, land remains constant. So there's always a need for land. So whatever you invest in that land, genuinely, you have the deeds, you pay all the lawyers, you sign all the agreements, and everything is genuine. Just in a very short period of time, the amount of money you can get back from that is something you cannot imagine. Even while you're waiting, let's say while you're waiting, what do I do? Okay, I have these 2 plots, 3 plots, no matter where you buy it. It may be in the city, but let me just take, say, in the rural areas. What happens? And now I decide to say, why do I keep it value? You don't spend money, there's no maintenance on the land. What you do, you can raise a small capital, even the seedlings, the palm seedlings, currently now the very good ones around 1,500 real for one. I'm sorry, real. It's okay. 1,500 naira. Please. Okay? So if you say 1,500 naira is something you always just go to the street and buy the seed. And you decide to buy, say, 100 of it. You will give it to people, and in the rural village, you tell them, look, I'll give you my land to cultivate, but you take care of the farm. They're not spending money. They will be cultivating their own cassavas and all that and taking care of the farm for you at no additional cost. Your land is still there and you have something on the land. Let's say after 2 years you want to sell the land. From what we've seen, people that just bought a land somewhere for 2.5 million 5 years ago, in that area now, the minimum amount of land you see is 10 million. If you find it is 10 million. Now, what kind of business is that? Where you spend 2.5 and after 5 years, after 3 years, you get 10 million. Now just imagine if you invest more. There's no maintenance. You don't need anything. It's there and it's there for you and it can remain there for you for the entire generation. So you ask yourself, the little money I'm spending, can I put it to a different use? Yes, it's good to buy a phone, it's good to buy a car, it's good to dress well, but ask yourself, does it come back with anything to you? My time is up. Ask yourself, does it come back to anything to you? So the only thing that comes back to you is some investment which you make. Understanding what the money goes into gives you the feedback. My time is up. We can continue.